Hello traders, welcome to the Friday forecast, and let's get started with the Euro US dollar. This pair is finally moving to the upside, so we have seen some trending price action currently, and as I was talking about a couple of days ago or the past week, we have been stuck in this corrective structure. So this is some very nice price action that has started to clean up. What I'm looking for currently is, well, I'm looking for an entry right here. So I am seeing this nice push up, pullback, and then a continuation, but we do have a wick at the top. So currently what I will be looking for is a bit of a range and then maybe an entry to the most recent high. I don't have an order on currently because of this wick, and it's the Euro US dollar. We need to be a bit more patient. So I am waiting for a bit more of a range. Also, I'm seeing if we will get a nice break and retest further up like this, or we get more of a push with a nice flag also further up, or if we do start to ascend, then I know to look for a reversal, but I don't see that playing out today. That will maybe happen on a Monday, because I'm trading until what, 5 p.m. Yes, so I still have I think 6 trading hours more, and in that time I'm only looking for this to continue up. Those are the only setups that I see forming in the next couple of hours. So yeah, the main thing is this is trending up. I do like this, and I'm looking for a buy at this current point, but still waiting for a bit more of a range. And this wick prior is a bit of a warning sign, so it doesn't look that good, but it looks okay. For the euro and the Japanese yen, there was an entry right here, which maybe some people were considering. Right here, for me, I was asleep, so I was not really looking at it. But if I was trading at that time, for me, it would just be a break and retrace and then another break and retrace. This will definitely not fit my plan, because as I said, we were stuck in a range prior. Right here, we were stuck in this range. And also there was an entry, I believe. Right here there was an entry. Yeah, I think this was also an entry. I didn't take this. This was not enough of a break for me personally. And then we did push up one more time. Again, not enough of a break. And then we started to range around at this current area. Broke the high, retraced, broke the high again, and then retraced again. So currently I'm just seeing that we're stuck in a range. I don't see me taking any trades today. Maybe next week some entries will form, but currently this is pausing. We had this nice uptrend and we now have this pause, so let's see if this will continue trending up. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for large momentum out of this range. So large momentum out of the range to the upside or to the downside like this. So I just want to see it move away. Maybe this is just a consolidation before we continue trending to the upside. So let's see if the overall uptrend will continue, and if this is just a consolidation before a nice continuation like this. So that will be it for EJ. Now we have Aussie US dollar, which looks great. This looks completely textbook. I'm seeing that we had this. So we had this nice consolidation right here. We were kind of correctively descending at these points. So this move to the upside was to be expected because, as I said, we were correctively descending. So let's see if we will get an entry right here at the top of this impulse. I'm looking for a flag. I'm not looking for a large flag. I'm looking for a small flag. Something like this. A nice tight flag, also a good sign. There is not a lot of wick on top of the impulse. This is just a small wick. So I'm definitely looking to enter here on a nice buy. Maybe break and retest. Maybe this pushes up a bit more and then we form a flag. As I said, I still have around 6 more trading hours. So if a setup forms, if I can get in on this trend, I will happily do so. But if we start to ascend, I will look for a reversal, which would not form today, I don't believe. And if we just retrace heavily, then I just am expecting a larger range. So yeah, the only thing I'm looking for on AU is for that nice impulse up, for this momentum to continue up. And that would definitely be great because this looks the best out of all of the pairs. This looks like some really large, nice momentum. But let's see what happens. Again, if we just retrace, then that's a big warning sign that the price action will be range bound. Now we have the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So there was an entry right here. I did not take this one. I mentioned it yesterday. For me, this was a really nice ascending structure, but the push down had a wick on the bottom. And one thing I know from my backtesting, that usually reversals don't work out. So either they just become a losing trade or they win maybe 0 point something percent. So when they win just a small amount, and most of them lose. So what I'm looking for when I'm looking for a reversal on this pair is I'm looking for the cleanest possible price action, and for me this impulse down was not clean because of the wick. So yeah, the trade was then running in some profit if some people were in, and then it did reverse up and it took people out for a bit of a profit. Also, as I said, for me personally, just didn't fit my plan. Reversals are not bringing high percentage and most of them are losing. Then there was another opportunity right here to enter. So I was also asleep at this point. We had this sort of a range here. I mean, it was a range. We had an ascending going into a descending, going into another ascending, and then we did push up right here, retraced, pushed up again. Let's see how much is this. And I don't believe I would have an order on at this point because the prior price action is not trending. The prior price action is range bound, and this is just too big of a retrace for me to place an order. It would be kind of a momentum shift, especially on the Aussie Japanese yen. If this was Euro Japanese yen, I would consider taking it, but for this pair, this entry right here would be an aggressive retrace. As I said, especially because the prior price action is not trending. If the prior price action was trending like this, then I would consider maybe taking it. But yeah, this doesn't fit my plan and I was asleep, so this ended up being a loss. It ended up being a losing trade. And yeah, that's about it what I can say. So currently this is just showing me a range. We broke the high retrace, broke the low retrace. I'm expecting a range in this area, and I don't believe I will be taking any more entries today. Maybe if we get that nice large push up or that nice large push down. That's the only thing I can forecast for me to get in on a trade today on a Friday. That will be it for AJ. We now have the pound. So here I was definitely looking for an entry right here. So we did have this V reversal in the prior price action. We had a V, we had this range, and then we did continue up, which is a high probability setup, especially on the latter part of the week. So this was definitely high probability to continue up this price action right here. And then we pushed up, got a just a one candle retrace, continued with a clean close, and my order was definitely on. This was a textbook setup. But unfortunately, I didn't get tagged in on the next candle. I think it missed me by a few pips. So yeah, I didn't get tagged on this particular setup. And I then removed my order after this candle formed because it would just be too far from my entry. I wouldn't like that retracing all the way back. And we got a huge wick up. So my order is not on anymore. Let's see what happens here. So the only thing I'm looking for is a nice break and retest like this. That's the only thing I'm looking for today. If we start to ascend, then I know that it's a big warning sign that the market is not going to continue. Then I'm looking for that reversal. But to get in on a trade today, I need to see a break and retest, or maybe a nice really clean flag, but I don't think I would be taking a nice clean flag anyway. It would take too much time to form. So being more patient with this one, unless we get that textbook break and retest. That's about it for GU. This setup looked really good. Just let me go over it one more time. This looked really good. It was a textbook entry, potential entry. Unfortunately didn't tag me in. What you gonna do? So for the next one we have the New Zealand Japanese yen. There was also a potential entry right about here. So maybe some people were seeing this as nice simple sub, and then they were waiting for a trade like this. For me personally, prior price action was heavily range bound. I mean, it was just going into an ascending, from an ascending into descending, into another ascending. I was just expecting a range. Also, there was a clear liquidity area, so we have a liquidity area below, liquidity area above, and just a one candle break into that liquidity area was not enough for me, and I was asleep. So when you combine all of those factors, this just doesn't fit my plan anyway. I was looking for more of a push up, and then I would maybe consider taking it. So this one didn't fit my plan, and it did end up being a 1% loss. So it is good that I followed my plan, but as I said, I was asleep. Anyway, but it shows that these setups really don't work out when you have a range, an ascending going into a descending, going into another ascending. It usually just tends to range for a lot more time. That's about it for the forecast. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice large conviction push up, or a nice large conviction push down, and then a nice flag or a break and retest, whatever we get. But as I said, I'm not expecting to get in on any entries today. This just looks to be stuck in a heavy range. Yeah, that's about it for the forecast. I'll see you guys in the next week. The market is moving, that's good. We are getting some nice impulses, and do keep your eyes on the Aussie US dollar. It looks really good. That is it. I'll see you guys in the next one.